All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in this vast world you may or may not happen to be. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayers Live Travel Edition, or maybe I should say pre travel edition, because I'm almost ready to go. I'm just finally packing up the belongings that I really need to pack up, which are my clothes. And even though I consider myself a minimalist, I definitely have way too many clothes still. But I'm a woman and I have sacrificed many other things over the past few years to be a minimalist. So please don't overly judge me when it comes to my current wardrobe. All right. Because some of these things, I'm somebody who wears many hats, and I tend to do a very wide array of various things in my life. So I need different clothing for different occasions. So I really can't get rid of too much that I still have in here. But I have a feeling there will be a few items that I toss out before I shut my suitcase. So to pass the time, because packing to me is a very tedious thing. It's not something I really am a fan of doing too much. So I'm talking to y'all as I do it. Hey, angels, don't fall. You think clothes are overrated? Ah, I don't think so. But you're a man. You're a male. Males do think substantially different from females. But for me, clothes are not overrated. I have always had a passion for fashion. So there's a few tops that I hardly ever wear that I really do need to start wearing a lot more. So I hope you're all having a good morning or evening. We're kind of at a weird hour right now to where it could be morning or evening. Depends on where you are in the world, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I'm not, usually I like to pack things in a certain order, but not today. Today is just a matter of fitting everything in a minimal space because I'm even going to be transporting something that I normally don't transport that's taking up extra room in my vehicle. Which sucks, but at the same time, this particular item is something that will bring a lot of comfort to my life, considering where I'm headed to. And I could repurchase the particular item that I'm referring to, but I don't want to. I'm on a budget. I think sometimes people assume that I'm doing better than I actually am, but I am definitely on a budget. So if you like the stream, feel free to send me a cash app, $ Alexandra Mayers. It's not necessary. I'm not going to e-bag, but every little bit helps. Definitely does. You're just kidding, kinda? Hmm. But I did all my laundry, which is good. I did all my laundry, so I have nothing but clean clothes. Nothing but clean clothes. Because there are probably going to be a few places I go where I'm not going to have access to a washer or dryer. So it's always good to have more clothes than too few clothes. And the weather lately has been a little bit different, hasn't it? The weather lately has been substantially different. Man, I hope everything does fit in the suitcase. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know. Canada received snow this time of year, which is unusual because we're in April. but Canada definitely received snow. Thank you. Angels don't fall. I appreciate that. I'm not going to make you a moderator today, Angels don't fall, because I don't think, you know, I need to. But when I'm out and about doing my travel streams, I probably will make you a moderator because I've spoken to you for such a long time now online. I think that a lot of what I think aligns with what you think. So I would be comfortable having you as a moderator. Mainly for when I'm doing the travel streams, I'm out and about and I can't necessarily pay attention to my chat room. Yeah. You got snow in Nevada? I think that's where you are. Or California? Or in between? You're somewhere in there. That's surprising. But the weather is changing. I really like this particular top, but it's a large, and I have lost a little bit of weight. And even this top I'm wearing right now, I'm it looks kind of big on me. I don't mind if clothes look a little big on me, but you know. See, this is something I don't need. This is like a romper, but I have not worn this romper in over a year. We're going to toss it because I know I'm not going to wear it. So it doesn't need to be taking up any room. I know that seems wasteful, but really it's not. When I purchased it, it was under $10. That's the downfall of certain cheap clothes. You start to, become so attached to them. Now, this sweater I do need to keep because even though it's not exactly sweater weather where I'm going, just because it was something that was expensive, I need to keep it. So that's going to be my thought process as I continue packing this morning. Yeah, you're in the Coachella area, which is a really cool area to be. Definitely. Definitely. It's a cool area to be. All right. I think we can make some more room this way. Everything will fit, hopefully. Hopefully. You got Dior sunglasses for $12 at Goodwill before? Awesome. Thrifting is, you know what, honestly, if I was stationary in life, I would, without a doubt, get into thrifting. I think that that's a really good business to get into. I am fully for it. If I had a stationary lifestyle, and I almost did have a stationary lifestyle over the past few months. A lot of you didn't know it, but I almost did. But that was not something that I was supposed to have at this phase of my life. Not at all. Strangely, I don't even feel like myself when I'm not traveling. And not even because I've traveled so much, but I think just because it's just who I am. I've always felt the best when I've been on the move. And that's why I'm looking forward to spending some time overseas very soon. I'm really looking forward to that. Probably not any countries a lot of you would want to go to, but places I've been wanting to go to for a very long time. Extremely long time. Yeah, really for anyone who's stationary in life, and if they have extra time and whatnot, if they want to have some extra money, they should get into reselling. You don't even have to only resell in person, you can resell online. I think it is a great idea for anybody. If you'll notice over here, this is not as disorganized as it appears. Over here are like my scarves, bras. I definitely think I have too many bras, but I have fairly large breasts and they are natural. So I need extra bras. Because it kind of depends on the time of the month when it comes to what size bra I need. I tend to fluctuate extensively. So, there's one thing that I have not had to worry about in life, and I'm very blessed and happy about this, is I've never had any plastic surgery, and I don't think I need any augmentation of any sort. Not at all. I don't. The only thing I am going to do, and I think I'm going to do it when I'm like probably 50, I'm going to get a facelift. I would like some sort of a facelift, but I might not need it, but I'm thinking I might. Maybe I'll even wait longer, maybe when I'm like 55. But that's the one thing. There's this woman who's a doctor on YouTube. I can't think of her name right now, but I'm subscribed to her. She is freaking 47 years old and she literally looks about 25. I'm sure that she's wealthy and she's known from the beginning exactly what cosmetic procedures to get. But I've been looking at her and she just looks amazing. So I want to be like that. You don't think a facelift? Oh, I do. I'm not talking about I think a facelift is fine. Again, you're a male. It's different. Males are treated substantially different in society as they get older opposed to women. A lot of men love getting older because they reach this mode of looking like more distinguished. That's what they call it. And some men do look better as they start to gray, as their face starts to change. But as women, ooh, we are so judged. We are so judged. And I think I'm on the more fortunate end because I do look substantially younger than my age. But still, I do see the difference in the treatment from the public when you're in your 40s opposed to being in your 20s. It's a major difference. So I most likely will be getting my facelift. But I have a few years because I'm 46 now. 46 and proud. Yes, I am. Well, I don't want any vaginal work done. I'm fine in that department. That is not an area that I would want any surgery on at all. I'm okay because I haven't had any children, so not a worry, not a worry. If anything, I would say over the past, I'm not going to say how many years, but I have low mileage in that area. Definitely, definitely. I mean, I know I worked in the adult industry, but I didn't even do that many scenes. And if you take a look at the scenes that I did, they were pretty mild in comparison to what some other people have done. And I'm glad, I've gone back and forth on how I feel about that time of my life, as many who've watched me know. At the age that I am right now, I am just glad to have that public record of just solid, undisputable evidence that at one point in time, I was a hot little young thing. You could never take that away. So anyone who's like, it's like, yeah, I'm definitely a rare breed. And the movies that I was in, or whatever you want to call them, they were movies. The movies I was in, not a lot of women of color had the opportunities in that industry that I had. It was very hard, and it still is hard for women of color within the adult entertainment industry. Always probably will be. There's very few of us. And when I just think about some of the titles that I was in, I'm glad that I was able to represent the Black female sexuality. I hope I inspired many when it comes to Black women and how sexy we are. Because there's a lot of people, especially surprisingly, non-melanated women who are true haters of Black women. And I don't know why. It's weird. But I actually think I'm responsible for a lot of men asking out women of my type, men of all types asking out women of my type because they enjoy my adult content. I'm probably responsible for a lot of births when I think about it. I think so. I have a feeling. It is a sort of a vacation, Hazel. It's an indefinite journey of self-discovery. Okay? I already had my first journey of self-discovery, in my well, I mean, if you really want to talk about it, my very first journey of self-discovery, I guess, was when I was in my early 20s. But my first official journey of self-discovery was back in 2020, September of 2020. Then I had around 2023 a very brief, well, no, it would have been not 2023. I'm going to say that this is my second official journey of self-discovery. It's just I'm in a different phase of life now. I made it through something very hard that I had to, and I'm not going to say had to in a negative way, because I'm glad that I was able to, I don't want to really talk about it, so I'm going to be careful with what I say. But I just went through something very major in my life that I have not spoken about publicly, and I probably won't ever. But really, starting about 6 months ago, I went through something very emotional, very difficult, very trying, and truthfully, having the IRL News Time project I put together is what got me through it, because I needed a way to shift my mind away from what I've been contending with. But now what I've been contending with has come to a close, and I'm able now to get back out into the world again. So I will be traveling indefinitely, but I've decided that I'm going to take my time. I'm blessed to have the resources I have. I'm blessed to have the occupation that I have to where I can indefinitely be on the road again. And for me, traveling it just is how I enjoy living. I do not like being stationary. I feel like it's very good for my mental health. So, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going to, get back to regular streaming and whatnot, take y'all with me. I've kind of been neglecting this channel. This is my official channel. So over here, y'all are going to get to see a little bit more of my life than I normally show you, or at least that I've shown you for a while. I won't be showing you everything. And see, the reason why I'm okay with tossing that item over there is because I have this, which is the same color, really about the same fabric. It's a tunic, but it's lightweight. This particular shirt can be, here. This shirt can be, it could, if I was thin enough, this shirt could also be a dress, but I wouldn't dare wear it as a dress right now. But I could wear it with shorts. I could wear it with pants, stretch pants, whatever. So even though it does seem like I have a lot of items that I'm putting in here, it's really not. It's just that I keep enough items for all seasons with me. Most of these, are things that I can layer. Like, these are some of my favorites. Are my little pleather leggings for when I want to feel like a badass. I can put on my pleather with probably some sort of a black top and my boots and feel like I'm about to jump on a Harley Davidson motorcycle, even though I don't have a Harley Davidson motorcycle at this point. I will one day. I'm thinking when I go overseas, my mode of transportation is going to be a motorcycle. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I'll be solo. And I know how to ride a motorcycle or drive a motorcycle, so why not? Almost done. I do appreciate you, Angels Don't Fall and Hazel, for keeping me company today, because I find packing to be very tedious, very boring. I don't like it, but you have to do it. All right. All the clothing fit. It all fit. Look at that. I'm only tossing one item, and that's it. So this was your packing ASMR. I will catch up with y'all later, and have a great day, everybody. See you on the road. Make sure you check out my project hub for my life, Alexandra Mayers Live, LIVE.com. Here, let me put it on the screen. Alexandra Mayers Live. You can also check out my art on Alexandra Originals, or you could just go to alexandramayers.com. Bye-bye.